Hey guys, welcome back in. Gonna continue this permadeath abandoned run. Now, I managed to get in this morning and run off some runaway mold. Trying to get my nanites back up. I didn't run off very much though. But what I did do is I started warping towards the center and started to stop at dissident systems along the way. I'm looking to replace this interceptor I have, which sucks because I just put a bunch of nanites into it. So I've been running around just trying to collect more interceptors. I hit up a bunch of camps, so I have all this junk now that I should probably think about selling some stuff off. But I found quite a few, so I do have to do some scrapping. Crimson I already had, and that's my original. Yeah, my original Explorer. Then I got a few more. Okay, so I got 7 of them now. I gotta scrap some of these to make room. They're mainly C class. I passed up on a couple of them. Couple C class ones. I was looking to maybe get a higher grade on them. So I did skip a couple of them that were C class, but I already refined the brains down for those. I think that was, yeah, I still got 2 more brains. I think I passed on 4 of them. So I'm going to hit the space station just so I can dump off those. Yeah, I started off, I think it was like 613,000 from the center. Now I'm like at like 590, something like that. So I broke 600. Actually, I can take a look. 680 or 587 now. But yeah, what I'm doing is I'm warping as far as I can, and then I kind of look around for a distant system and warp in. Yeah, I went back to my dioxide farm is on a dissonant planet, so I just ran around there for I don't know, about an hour and a half, something like that, and just farmed up a bunch of stuff I'm gonna need for ships, and I got some more of those. At one point, I had like 18 of these things. I just went around and blasted every one of those resonators I could find. So, yeah, I can't stand how this thing looks. Like the window's too small. Makes me feel claustrophobic. And some of these are better, but they're like C class. So, and there were a few of them. I did get a couple different copies of them too. Seeing if there's, I think I will dismantle that. I can use the tritium. All right. So I mean, next thing I know, start picking up ships. Next thing you know, you have a whole bunch of them. So I don't really need the money, but I want to get rid of them. Salvage. Yeah, I mean, it's only 20 million, so. Oh, I forgot to put that stuff in my inventory, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So I lost a wiring loom. That's not a big deal. I get plenty. Alright, Crimson and my Explorer. Flame. Yep. It's the same ship. I want to make sure I put that in my inventory this time. Alright. This one should go for right around the same amount. I figured do this now, plus I got other stuff to scrap. That way I can start with a clean inventory. And a couple of them are actually pretty nice looking. That one's not too bad. Actually, I don't care about any of that stuff. Alright. Just scrap that like it is. Yeah, I'm glad we can at least scrap stuff easily now. Because I'm... Blessed is the one I've been flying. Yeah, alright. Is this the cool... No, that one's like a weird, like, friggin' hauler hybrid. Kind of weird looking. It's the first time I've seen that, come across one of those in person. Alright, and next up. Yeah, this one was kind of cool looking. I thought about maybe trying to find another one of these, but the problem with this one, it's kind of like the one I've been flying, in a way. Instead of, you know, it's open there, but on the sides, now I've got a problem on the sides. You know, I want to be able to see all the way around. I don't want anything blocking my view. But I think that's actually a really nice looking ship. It's just not for me. It looks pretty, intimidating. But, is there anything to scrap out of that? Economy scanner. I've already got a couple of those. I'm good on that. Scrap the whole thing. Alright, got two more. I'm just double checking to make sure I... Wait. Oh, that's the phase beam. I was gonna say, one of them's got a different weapon in it. I might want to grab it, but... scrap. Alright, so we got Crimson. Hope. Yeah, this was actually on the planet that I spawned in on. It's actually kind of a weird looking one. Kind of like it. I thought about maybe looking for a higher class, but at the same time I want to make my way towards the center. So I'm gonna wait till I find one that I really do like, and then try to find an A class for it. So we're gonna scrap it. Alright. Now my pillar should land back. I do have a little bit of room in there. Alright, I'm gonna move a few things over to that. So you got that bullcaster. Actually, I can probably just see what that is. There's a bunch of stuff here. These modules are no good, and I don't really need the, yeah, let's just move those over to my ship. Yeah, I really don't need the upgrade modules, but get them all over there for now. Trying to look for things I want to keep. Oh, these things. Yeah, I've been hitting a lot of the, every time I see a harmonic camp, I make sure to loot all the stuff, so I've been getting quite a few of these. I don't want to lose those, so actually, let me open up some of these. These are all going to be really low, yeah. It'd be one thing if we could use them, you know, have some C-class ones installed in addition to the S and X ones, but they're pretty much no good. Oh, that's for the exocraft. Some of these might not be too bad though, the B class. Yeah, because I can't even sell these things, so I have to do something with them. I don't want to just delete them. Okay. So actually, I'm gonna take those, I'll leave a stack of those. I'll take these ones with me. Alright, so I got rid of a few slots. And actually, I can delete stuff straight from my ship as well. I'm going to put these in here, because I don't want to lose that stuff. Hold on to all those. There's another one somewhere. I think there's 3 different ones. Got more of these. Oh, here they are. Because that's how you get your X-class upgrades. So that's why I want to make sure I hit every camp that I find. Let's see what these have. I think they just gave me nanites or materials. Let's see, it should pop up on more cadmium, more emerald. Actually, the emerald I want to set aside. I don't have very much of that at my base. I want to hold on to these too. Actually, you have to be careful with these. If you just drag them right into your personal refiner, you end up losing nanites for it. So what you're going to want to do is drag these in and then put them in and let it run. Yeah, if you just drag it directly into your refiner and it refines down, you'll only get 150 nanites. So what you have to do is you have to burn off one at a time, and it has to be in this menu. It can't be from dragging it into your refiner. So I'm going to let this hit 100%. Then it goes for like another 10 seconds and finishes. That's a way to get a good amount of nanites at once. You know, 230 of them. Let's do the same thing. Get it out of my inventory now. Just let it run. So what I'm thinking about doing is continue to do what I was doing. Just you know, take some big jumps towards the center, and when I run out of you know, my warp distance, I'll kind of take a look around at a few systems to find a dissident, warp into it, find the dissident planet, and find a camp. You know, do the math question and all that stuff, and then see what the multi-tool is, and then go see what the ship is. If it's a ship I like, then I'll try to hunt around, see if I can find a an A class. That way, it only, I only have to do one upgrade to the class. Because that's gonna cost another 125,000 nanites. Let me just expand this so I can actually see what I'm doing. And I've been hitting up the space stations as well to pick up the free goodies. I wish we could stack more than 3 of these salvage glass, because those can have some good stuff in them too. I want to hold on to that too. What I'll probably do is, actually, can I put those in my? Not really. Alright, I think I'm gonna sell a bunch of this stuff that's in here too, because I don't need any of that. Actually, okay. I wanted to make sure I had metal plating. Yeah, because what I've been doing is I've been dropping a beacon at all the, oh, wrong side. I already went to that side. I've been dropping beacons whenever I run into a camp. That way I can get back to the camp and search for another ship. And I've just been leaving my beacons behind. So I keep building, have to keep building beacons. Luckily I had like 6 or 7 on me already. So let's sell some of that stuff that's in the ship. Yeah, get rid of that. Alright, I don't want to sell that stuff. I have 2 stacks of wiring lumen. Oh my god. I didn't realize I had that many. Yeah, I'm gonna... I already have too many wiring looms, so I'm just gonna sell them. Get rid of those. Yeah. I have resources to get this stuff down, so I'm not worried about losing it. Alright, now exosuit. See, I want to hold on to those looms because I might need to build something. Alright, sodium nitrate, got liquid explosive, acid. I am going to hold on to that for now. Polyfiber. Yeah, I have to keep moving my cursor away because I don't want to accidentally delete something. Because I have like an instant sell thing on. Alright. 130 for those. 130 million. Bad. I want to hold on to that emerald. I want to hold on to that tritium as well. Teleport, whatever. I'm gonna sell off 21 of this because it's a partial stack. Alright, and sell off a stack of hugnium as well. Actually, yeah, just sell it. I can always get more. So sell 372 of that. No, went way past that. Alright. I should have some breathing room now. You know, just do that. Yeah, how do I always miss that? I think that happens every time I try to scrap one of these. I end up with one of these white items. And of course it takes up like 12 slots. Alright, get rid of that. Yeah, they shouldn't even list all this other crap, you know? Alright, and I'm gonna just crack these open now. And I'll stick that in my ship. See what these are. That one's no good, I can tell right away. Damage. Yeah, just get rid of that one too. $103%. You know, it'd be nice to have, but I value my shields over that. See what the other ones are. Horrible. Horrible. Alright. Alright, sell a couple things. Sell off 60 of this, that way I can get rid of that partial stack. Yeah, I wish there was a quicker way to sell stuff. You know, when you're going through. I do want to hold a stack of that. Oh, I get to, you know, delete it. And see what this is. Ah, that's not good. Do I have another stack of? Jeez. I just stick that right there. It's probably gonna be a half hour before I leave the freaking space station here. Just keep finding more stuff to sell. I can sell one of those. Check my ship. Okay. Move this stuff down. Alright. So my inventory's looking pretty good now. Actually, I should put that tainted metal. It's only 37. You know what? I'm just gonna burn that off. Alright. Because I'm pretty sure I have a full stack of that back in my base now. Anyway. Okay, so we want... Was it Blessed? Okay. Yeah, I noticed that I can use tritium for my pulse engines, so I've been trying to grab some of that. That's why I had... oh, yeah, here they are. That's why I have like those gold nuggets, stuff like that. Alright. Alright, I think I'm good here, so I'm gonna head out and go to another system. Okay, so let's head on out. And actually, I should check my hyperdrive. I think I still have quite a bit left. Yeah, 50%. So it's actually been really good on fuel. So all I'm doing is head right to the center. And I've been hitting right around 2,000 light years, so. Alright, out of jump range, so I'll just back up a little. See if there's a dissident here. Color doesn't really matter to me. I do want to put down a blue system at some point, but I'm not in a hurry to do it right now. Just trying to get towards the center. Our distant too far. Alright, so we got this red. Yeah, and if I go into a distant system and the dissident is on one of the glitch planets, I'm just skipping it altogether because I know there's no ships on it or no camps. I'm just skipping right past it. I will hit the space station though, just to get the freebies. What I'm looking for is mainly the storage augmentations. The other stuff's just kind of a bonus. Let's see what we got. I have found a couple really nice planets doing this stuff. Okay, so we got our frozen planets with dissidents on it. Yeah, I found a really nice purple bubble planet with blue water, blue sky, and a pink dissident planet, lush with bubbles. So when this journey's over, I might swing back to those and throw down like a home base type of deal. Build a nice base on at least one of them, so give me something to look forward to later on. Just run up here, hit the nanite machine. If this is a Viking system, then I'll hit both of them, but I've just been kind of skipping right past them. The Viking ones, you can tell if they're... This one's a Gek, because there's no nanite machine. Although, you see I just got first spawn relics. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sell any contraband. I'm just selling when I get it. Because you do get pinged by the pirates, so... Just been selling it off. And I'm not even bothering with the back rooms because they just take up time. So let's get rid of that. Alright. I'll head down to that winter planet, do a scan. Oh, and with the echolocators, when I get down to only like 2 or 3 left, then I'll run around and start getting them from resonators. I've actually been getting quite a few of them. I've been getting pretty lucky. Okay, I gotta mute for a second. Alright. So let's see. Ooh, check out that winter planet. And all I'm doing is I'm gonna break the surface, do a scan for a camp, and head straight for that camp. Oh, this is a purple system. I didn't realize it. I've actually been finding some really nice planets in the purple systems. Plus, they're good. Like they're good for scanning animals too. There's still animals in them for now, anyway. I don't know if that's like an oversight by Hello Games or if that's on purpose. But it seems kind of weird to see animals. Yeah, there was a toxic planet I landed on this morning, and I'm pretty sure every predator possible is there. Like, every time I turned around, there was a different creature trying to attack me. There were 11 or 13 creatures on the planet. Pretty wild. I didn't stay there long, let's just say that. So I think if I run across a bunch of C-class ships, I'll probably just skip them. That way I can refine the brain into nanites and just continue on to the next system after. Unless I find a ship I'd like, then I'll try to find a higher class one. Alright, we got a pistol here. The funky looking things. Yeah, if I get a chance, I do try to scan a couple animals. I have something to upload later. Right. Some of those. Alright. Solve the puzzle. So we got 4, 10, and 15. And I'm almost tempted not to bother leaving a beacon here, but I know that if I get to that ship and it's one that I do want to hunt for, I don't want to have to use a second scanner. So I've been trying to remember to leave a beacon. Oh, I never looked at the class of that. Yeah, if I run into an A-class multi-tool, I might grab it too. Yeah, no good. Head over there, see what we got. Yeah, I can't stand the cockpit in this thing. I thought I'd be fine with it if I used the ship a little bit more, and it's just not working. Let's see what we have. Yeah, see, that's going to have the same problem. You're not going to be able to see what the heck you're looking at. But I go up to them and take the stuff out of it, and this one's a C-class, so I'm just going to skip it anyway. Take all that, just leave it. But I want to make sure to check the autophage too. Rusted metal, so no good. So all I'm going to do is go in here to my log and say abandoned mission, and move on to the next system. You know, it's a waste of one of those maps, but I can always get more of those. I'll just take like an hour or whatever and just kill off as many resonators as I can find. And hopefully they drop maps. Water, water, water. That was no water. Thought I saw a dissonant right over here. Okay, that one will work. Head over there. Now just repeat the same thing when I get over here. That way at least I'm making my way towards the center and I'm not just stuck doing warping, you know. At least it's something different. Mix things up a little. Got nothing there. Yeah, this is one of those instances where you kind of want a smaller system. Okay, so we got a rocky planet with it. Yeah, like if you can find a system with only like 1 to 3 planets, it can speed this up a little bit more. Get to, you know, I'm pretty much just grabbing whatever the first distant system I can find is. I'm not being too picky with warping in. Mainly because it'll speed up the amount of time you have to look for the different planet types. So I'll just run in here and actually I've got some of those in there, and I want to refine that brain. Now, actually, I'm gonna leave that. I'm not sure if it's going to screw me out of nanites or not. I think it probably will. Oh, actually, I should open that up first. Yeah, I think if I let it refine all the way through, I think it's gonna take away nanites, so... I'm pretty sure it happened earlier to me, but I'm not positive. Alright, so this is going to be a Viking system. I can tell just by the way the room's laid out. So that means I'll have nanites on both sides. Alright, head over to the other side real quick. Oh, hypercore, that will help out. And I try to remember to scan a couple things when I land, just because it's passive nanites, if I do like a upload all or whatever. The same thing with like the planets, when I land on them, when I go to rename those, I should get nanites for it. So, head down there, see what that system has. I should do a run through of my stasis device setup as well, if I get to it, because that should be ready to harvest. I don't know if I really want to do that right now though. I just kind of want to get a new ship. Oh, they're in here. Pop off one of those. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't sink a whole bunch of storage augmentations into this. Alright, at least the camp's nice and close too. Yeah, like I'm not bothering picking up like the C-class ships, like B-class or A-class I might pick up. I don't need the money, so I'd rather just refine the brains, that way I'll get nanites out of those. But this is the type of stuff I am after, those the stuff you can get out of these wheelbarrows. Those things that can give you upgrade modules. And we have a pit rifle here. Grab all this. Alright, got an arms package that time. Yeah, I should have been doing stuff like this earlier on in my run. Because now that I have a bunch of stuff upgraded, they're not going to be all that useful. They'll be useful, but not like in the early game. So what do we have here? We got 15, 4, 10. I wish it didn't kick you out of that menu after you unlock the multi-tool. Alright, you got a storm coming in, so just need to be aware of that. Take a quick peek at this. C-class, no go. And put down the beacon. Okay, I can build more. That's right. They can't be built right next to each other. Thought for a second there, I thought maybe I was low on sodium nitrate. So, around 40 minutes away. And I took a few minutes earlier and just shot a whole bunch of asteroids. So what I do is I let these things add up, and then when I need a couple stacks of tritium, then I'll crack those open. If I were to crack them all open at once, I'd end up with, you know, like 10 stacks of tritium. So don't want to do that. Alright, what do we have? See, the thing is, these things look so cool, but they... You know, if the cockpit is... Yeah, like, the cockpit's right in the middle. Not the cockpit, but the nose of it. And... So I'm just gonna take that stuff. Do that real quick. No go. Alright. I'll just do the same thing, go into my log, and abandon. Alright. See what that is. Rusted metal. Try that up there. Alright. I'm not even going to bother scanning anything here. There's a storm going on, so head right to the next system. And getting down to 580 now. So making our way there. Alright, that's a dissident. See, that's a big system. Yeah, ideally, like when you're doing this, you kind of want to go with the smaller systems. Not really a big deal, because you can normally spot the planet from where you spawn in. You can just get confused if you have a bunch of planets that look similar, you know. Ourselves are frozen. Grassy planet. Looks like it's green. It's got red sky. You can tell by the outline. Squirrel. That's my first calciferum planet I've found so far. Okay, so it's going to be that frozen planet. I'll hit the space station real quick. Yeah, because what I'm after are these storage augmentations. I want to get a whole bunch of those. We'll run in here. This is Viking as well, so pick up that. Alright, there's an augmentation. And go grab the nanites on the other side. And head down to that frozen planet. Do this over and over and over and over and over again. Actually, I will go out and blast some of this for a few seconds. See, the raw tritium's good to get, but what I'm actually after are the hyperclusters. I'll just do this for like a minute and then head right down. I'm so used to using pyrite and oh god, what the heck? Uranium. I'm not used to the fuel system in these ships. I want to make sure I try to stay ahead of the game on it. There's nothing worse than being out of fuel when you have to go mine a bunch of asteroids just so you can get your ship to move a little bit. Yeah, I don't have to worry about my launchers quite as much because I have the efficient launchers and also the recharger. So every now and then I'll just do this for like a minute or whatever. Alright, so that's all done. Head down there. Yeah, so I did pick up a few more clusters. So alright, break the surface, scan for a camp. Starting to use up those camps pretty quick. So if I actually find a ship I might like, I might actually farm. Oh, we got a blizzard coming in. I might actually farm some of those resonators. I always do the camps the same way. I always just go clockwise. That way I don't miss any of the wheelbarrows. You got 3 on each side. I think sometimes there's a 4th wheelbarrow though. Yeah, there's 4 on this side, 3 on the other side. And do a recharge. Need to make some more batteries. And check this. We got 1328. Yeah, and I always check the multi-tool, even though there's like a 1% chance I'm gonna take it. So. But that's another thing you can do in this mode is you can take the multi-tool and sell it at the anomaly. That's another way you can make money. That I wouldn't consider cheesing, so. Because you have to actually go out of your way to obtain it. So I will drop down a beacon. We'll head over, see what the ship is. Take a few minutes. Oh, we got some storm crystals that are popping out too. I'm actually gonna grab a few of these while they're out. I don't really need them, but they're always handy to have. Alright, let's see what we have. Okay, see, like, this one don't look too bad. Yeah, it's kind of like a flying fort. Purged. Alright, this one's a B class, which wouldn't be too bad. I'm still gonna skip on it though. Oh, inverted mirrors. You can use some of those. Oh, I meant to back out of that. I don't want the dialogue. Alright. So get a couple of scans in. There's one over there. Alright, I'm gonna go check this resonator. Because I've been just blasting them, no matter what they had. Okay, so just got a mirror. Now that I have a bunch of mirrors, I don't really want to keep collecting more of them. And it also saves me from using up all the ones I already have. You know, when I claim a ship. When you claim a ship, you have to use them. Go check. Oh, there's a couple of them here. Oh, that one's further away. I just want to see if I can refill a few of those. So I'll just take a few minutes and scan them. Grab up some of those. You can always use those shards for nanites too. Alright, we got a mirror. There's another one somewhat close though. There's one that's closer. It's off to one of the sides. I'll go to that one. I know there's definitely one off to the left-hand side. I'm just not seeing it in my visor. It was only like 100 units away from the one I just killed, or the one I just inspected. Okay, got echolocator on him. I'll just do what I normally do, back up a little bit. Blast him. It only take, I think, 5 hits now, so... Alright, that's done. I'll make my way back to my ship. I could probably just call my ship and be alright, but... That's one echolocator back. I should be grabbing up like the damaged machinery and stuff too. I'm doing this mainly just to split things up, you know, to grab the damaged machinery, stuff like that. Just so it's not just me warping around and looking at a ship the whole stream. I need these nanites too, so getting something done. Alright, underwater protection, that's gonna be useless. Got another damaged machinery. I know I definitely saw another resonator that was close to that first one. Alright, we'll head over towards my ship. And still trying to just scan a few things on each planet, that way when I do an upload I get a whole bunch of nanites at once. Yeah, even like these little rocks, I'll get 3 nanites for. Plus a little extra money doesn't hurt either. Alright, hold on to that. I'll end up selling that off because I'm pretty sure I keep picking it up at camps. Okay, got nanites out of that. And grab that. Keep losing my ship. Alright, you got a resonator over there, so I will go take a look at that one.
Extreme temperature detected.
I thought for sure that was a plant. Inverted mirror. Alright. It's too bad, because that actually isn't too bad looking at the ship. I didn't like the, it kind of reminds me of a hauler though. Just because it's so wide and kind of funny looking. Plus it was like a yellowish color, so not a fan. So head to the next one. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. Like I'll do 2 or 3 warps or whatever, then I'll see if I can hunt down a couple echolocators just to make up for it. Oh, we got one right there. Jump in there. Head to the station, do the same thing, just rinse and repeat. I'm hoping to find a station where there's one that I actually do want, and I can, kind of look around a little bit and try to get a couple of them to sell or upgrade. All right. Let's see. Temperate. Be another frozen planet. Yep, another frozen. Oh, that's a human planet. We'll have to take a run over there next. What do we have here? Alright. Thought maybe that was going to be a pink moon. Oh, head in here. That human planet looks like it might be pretty nice also. I'm not sure if it's got dark blue grass. It looks like it has light, like lighter blue. So, like a cyan color. I'll run in here and grab all the freebies. Head down there. Right. Let's see what we got. Alright. Head in here. Looks like another Gex station. I keep getting those scanners. Yuck. Not a very good station. Let me just peek back here. There might be a nanite machine. Nope. I'm not even going to bother with the other side. Just head right down to that planet. Got a quick peek at my inventory too. Should be filling up with all types of garbage. Alright. So, it's gonna be that lush planet. I don't know, it looks like it might be light blue grass. Sometimes you'll find, when you look at it from space, it looks light blue, but when you fly in, it could possibly be white with a blue atmosphere. But it looks like this is going to have a purple atmosphere. Or sometimes you get like a marbled grass, blue and white. Looks like this is just going to be straight up blue though. Alright. Do a scan. I was hoping to grab a couple more echolocators on that last planet. Alright, so over here. Oh, it is kind of a marble, a little bit of marble, white and blue. More blue than white. So. There's that light, kind of a light blue. It's a nice looking color. And this has, let's just have for it. Oh, intense heat burst. I thought maybe it had those funky storms, those gravitational storms. Doesn't look it though, just because of the dissonance. and check this thing out. We got 2813. A hilly planet, funky landscape, and take a peek at this thing. Junk. Oh, there are gravitational anomalies here. These can be fun to mess around in. Yeah, the first time I came across one of these planets was pretty wild. I like these storms that they do. Especially if you're trying to run around a planet, can really speed things up. Yeah, pretty much like an endless jetpack. As long as you get your timing down just right. It's almost like being on an airless planet. Give me a nice ship. That don't look too bad. Let's see what we've got. It's a B class. What's the actual color of that? Right, so it is orange and gray. I've been looking for the ones with the fold-out wings, though. That design. Check for the autophage. Walker Brain, I'll take those. Alright. Actually, I think I will do another scan of this planet. Go into my log here and get rid of that. Oh, and I had one back here that I forgot to abandon. So I'll head back to my camp, or back to my beacon. So that way. See if I can scan for an A class. If that don't work out, then I'll head over to the next system. Yeah, hopefully it points me to a different ship. Sometimes it will send you back to the same one. $13 away, so it should be a different ship. Yeah, I prefer the ones with the fold out wings. They look a little nicer. Is this the same ship? Yeah, it's the same one. They're gonna make me clear it. Yeah, I don't want it. Alright, next system. I'm not gonna bother with it. Just want to make sure I clear that. I could have sworn it was like a day away last time. Alright, just head right to the next system. Yeah, if I had cleared it, it would have given me a different ship to look at. Okay, that one's too far. 2009. Alright, this will be a purple system. There should be some creatures here, so that should be a good way to break things up a little bit too. And run around and see if I can find some animals. We have Marine. Alright, it's going to be on that flourishing planet, so do the same little thing. Quicker deck system. Yeah, the module. Mining. Wow. My first time getting 2 S-Class modules in one of these. Alright. Head down to that flourishing planet and see what it has to offer. Yeah, I was wondering what color this planet would be. I thought it was all grass. It looks like there might be water there. Ooh, real hilly. Looks pretty alien. Alright, let's see. We'll go for a camp.
Navigational data received.
Further away than I like. I thought it was going to be much closer than that. Yeah, it's got a red atmosphere. Yeah, no, not a very nice looking planet. It's got like that reddish, brownish water too. Oh, but you land and... Alright. Looks a lot better on the ground than up top. Up in the air, rather. Should be getting a pretty good amount of the tainted metal now. And some of this stuff I might refine into, oh, I got an echo. Oh, that's the one I got off. One of those guys. Checking to see how much it changed. Oh, there's only 75 there. Let's rip that out. Yeah, refine that off so I can get a slot back. And I should actually refill that too.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get used to how much fuel this ship uses up. So far it's been actually really good. Because I typically fly a Explorer or an exotic, typically. So I'm really not sure how good they'd be. So we have 11, 1, and 6. I'm pretty sure I jump every time I come out of that menu. Alright, how far away is that? 8 hours. Alright, so we'll take a look at this. Oh, we got an A-class. I wish I could see where the other supercharged slot was. Probably be down here. Bit of Blaze Javelin. You know, I think I will take this. Put down a beacon. And change my multi-tool back. I always double check just to make sure I got the right one. Alright, so we'll take a look at this ship. I'm wondering what the supercharged slots look like on that other multi-tool. I think the one I have now is already better, so. But I might use one for mining and one for combat. I think this is the type of ship I'm looking for. Nope, it isn't. Alright, let's see what we have. Alright, we got another B class. And I don't want it. But I will take those. And don't be aggressive, please. Alright, good. Yeah, at least I got a few creatures here I can scan. 12 creatures on this planet. Yeah, just try to get in a bunch of scans. I probably won't scan everything, but I've actually got to be jumping off here fairly shortly. So I might actually make this my my last planet for this stream and pick up back on this planet. Seems like a pretty nice planet, so. A couple more creatures over here. I know I saw a couple. There we go. Oh, it's got burrowing creatures. That's why. Yeah, they can be a pain to try to scan. There we go. Looks like they got one of those little ones that scoot on the ground, little like turtle type creatures. Oh, it's a pineapple. There's a lot of stuff here. An unknown building. Yeah, I think I'll run around this planet for a little bit. You know what? I think I might as well just claim this ship and see if I can find another one. I thought it was the folded wings. So I think I will just pick it up. Yeah, because this would be a good planet for me to leave off on. Throw down a base computer. Go ahead and probe that. Oh, I do want to leave a marker. Oh, I should be fine. There's been a few times where I've done these and you end up losing your marker for the ship. But, the trick to fix that is it'll be in your log to repair the ship. So, you know how sometimes the game will switch your missions on you. If you can't find your ship after, you know, it's because it's done something stupid like went back to base computer archives or whatever. You just want to make sure you go back to pick up your ship, recover the abandoned ship. See if there's anything to scan here. And I've been trying to remember to always grab these words while I'm here. Just quick way to get them. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on this planet. So, go give it my brain. Alright. Every time I look around, I think I see something I haven't scanned yet. Because this might be a pretty good planet to hunt more echolocators on, too. Alright, so where's that ship? Yeah, it's not the best looking ship, but it's better than this thing. And it will also give me a chance to see what the cockpit's actually like. I don't think I've looked at this design yet. I wish they wouldn't put those lights there. I always end up selecting those. Alright, so Supercharged slots are horrible. Horrible, not awful. Horrible. Alright. See, at least I can see around in this thing, so... I shouldn't have upgraded that. Oh well, lesson learned. I just have to grind up a bunch of nanites now to upgrade it. But this thing's like a greenish color, isn't it? I don't know if I like that. I'm gonna actually swap my ships. I'm gonna fly up into space to see what this thing actually looks like. And then I'll do a reload, that way I don't have to keep messing around, flopping ships around. See if it's got any weird movement quirks to it. Seems okay. Let's see what this thing actually looks like. Oh, it's a trinary system. Yeah, it is green. Alright. Yeah, then it's gonna be one for the scrap pile. Reload, restore. Yeah, if it was like white or gray, it wouldn't have been that bad, but green just doesn't do it for me. I think I'll load back in here, see if I can get a scan for another yeah, I don't think I'm gonna really bother, because I'm not a big fan of the color, so... I'll do a, find a building to land at. I think I saw a building in my HUD, so head over towards that and see what that is. Oh, it's just one of those. Alright, let's get past that. It's a regular beacon. I find it's a lot more hilly than I realized. Kind of a cool looking planet though. Yeah, I kind of hope this opens up into water. Be a pretty cool location for a base I'm thinking of. But it doesn't look like it's going to. Alright, I'm just going to do a scan for a trade post, and we can drop a base computer over there. Yeah, I was kind of hoping there'd be water out here. And searching for a planet kind of like this for a project. Alright, let's head for that trading post. Got some pretty big mountains here. I do like where this is located, though. Yeah, this is pretty nice, actually. So I saw that friggin' thing, I didn't know what it was. Not every time you see a friggin' weird robotic, not robotic, but exoskeleton beetle 3 times your size. Yeah. Alright, so, and I realized my, the base I loaded in on, I forgot to delete it, so I actually have 2 bases now called, what is it, Last System, I think is what I've been naming them. So I just want to note that here that this is Last System 2, so I'll have to go back and delete that base computer. So I realized it right after I warped out of the system. I'm like, oh, I gotta go back and delete that. So set that in, do a quick save. I do have about 10 minutes. I'm going to see what other animals I can find. Actually, take a look at the animal list. Oh, underwater. Alright, so there is one more rare animal here that's a ground animal. And it's right there. Wow. 250. Wow, 245,000 for that. Alright, so I do see condemned machinery. See if we can do a couple things here. I might as well just take that with me because I'm going to end up selling a bunch of stuff at that trade terminal. Put that up. Oh, I did do a little trial run. I'm thinking about doing a different challenge. You don't start abandoned mode with your terminals, so you have to build a base at some point, which I was trying to avoid doing that, but yeah, you'll have to put down a base computer to unlock them. So that's one thing. I'll probably end up going through the whole base archive quest though, because you can unlock a few different things. Like you can unlock your roamer that way. That may be a good way. Because what I want to do is I want to pretty much get to the center using what's on your back, pretty much. Now I have an actual base, but what I'm thinking is you can do the base archive quest and then delete your base, or keep your base, but you can only have certain stuff there. Like you can't have, you know, like 12 refiners and all that stuff. You want to make it tough, you know. You know, maybe things like you can have one biodome, you can have, you know, you can have a teleporter, one biodome, one, you know, large refiner, or one medium refiner. Just stuff like that. Put a bunch of different restrictions. So, because this run was actually pretty easy once you got, you know, once you got like your ship and stuff like that, it wasn't too bad. But once you had like all your upgrades and stuff like that, it became easier. You're just so restricted on stack size more than anything. So, another inverted mirror. Alright. So yeah, I'm just kind of toying with a few different things to try out. Go check out that resonator. Oh, it's far away though. That's why these planets are nice to explore on. As long as you don't, you know, as long as you pay attention to what your jetpack's doing, you can get around real easy. Another mirror. So what I might do tomorrow morning is try to warp a few more times towards the center and jump in on the afternoon. But I think I'm only going to have about an hour in the morning to play tomorrow, so jump in, do a few more warps, and discover, do a little bit of running around, kind of like what I'm doing now, See if I can get a few more scans in. Seems like there's always stuff to scan. Stuff you never even think you can scan, Something over here. These guys look pretty awesome. I might grab one of them as a pet. Actually, oops. You should grab one of those. What am I doing? Yeah, I had to kill some animals on that aggressive animal planet I was on. Make up a couple of those. I should actually try to keep some of those on me. I only have two companion slots though. So actually, let me go in, dismiss one of them. What's it cost? Oh, it's only 1,200 nanites? Alright. I'm gonna abandon him. See if I can get him. Alright. At least I have a badass looking creature now. I got something to use to get around with too. Yeah. Oh. I don't want to leave my nutrient processor. Pick that up. Alright. So maybe I will probably blow some nanites on, open up some companion slots. I mean, who wouldn't want like a giant pineapple companion? Alright. Get back to my ship. So tomorrow morning, probably jump on for like an hour and keep doing the same thing. Get these guys uploaded. Yeah, it'd be nice to grab the rest of the animals on this planet actually, because 3,000 nanites is a pretty good chunk. Yeah, I wanted to rename him. I don't know. Do upload all. Alright, so 1,300 nanites there, so not too shabby. Yeah, I'll have to go through all this stuff tomorrow. Yeah, give me a chance to clear out. That way you guys don't have to watch me fumble around my friggin' inventory. Alright. Well guys, I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I will see you next time. Take care.